What's up, y'all? This is the first YouTube video. I'm Mike. This is Vinny. Say hi, Vinny.
Hi.
Alright, good enough. Alright, this is the Whacking Shack. I'll explain it all later, but let's just jump into it. If you've been following me on Facebook for a little bit, you know this has been coming, so hopefully this is the first of many videos to come. That is the back wall of my shop. You are sitting in the other shop wall. That's right. I don't know how to edit out bloopers yet, so you're going to run with that one. It's a 10 by 16 shop. I'm 6'1", 355 pounds, and this is a 5-year-old child with some of his toys in here. Purpose for this channel is to show the everyman that you don't have to have $1 million shop like some of the greats, John Malecki, Blacktail Studios, all that cool stuff like that. I actually got a lot of inspiration from the Bearded Viking. It's to show that anybody and everybody can do this. I have no formal training. I got bored one day. I've spent 13 years being a cop. I got stressed out. I came out here, wanted to teach my kids something because, as everyone knows, creativity is a dying quality in our youth. So maybe if he hangs out with me, he might learn something cool that he can pass on to his kids, or maybe it might teach him a skill that he don't have to go in debt over student loans for. That being said, everything that I'm going to show and try to learn along with you guys can be taught off YouTube. I'm not the only one doing this stuff. It's 2024. Anything in the 21st century can be learned off YouTube. But maybe you're just a guy that doesn't want to overcomplicate it. You want it broke down, just showing that anybody and everybody can do it. So I'm the guy in the tool shed with the 5-year-old boy, and hopefully I can help you out. I'll give you all a tour of the shop as I chose and splice this video together and everything like that. I started off with a drill and a barred circular saw from my father-in-law. Currently I have a lot of different tools in here, but with that being said, back to the concept of being, monetized and all that stuff like that. I'm not. Obviously, it's my first video. Almost everything in my shop was either bargain shopped or it was bought, broken, and repaired. I've got a couple tools that were given to me. I've got a couple big tools that were given to me that I'm super thankful for. I'll go into that here shortly. But this is just stuff that anybody can do. I mean, you might just be wanting to make some knickknacks for your wife, significant other. Your mom might be wanting to get on, mother-in-law, whatever. You might be trying to work on a side hustle. It don't matter. You might just be trying to be that guy that escapes from your day-to-day job and get away from the kids. You might be trying to teach your kids something later on in life. But for whoever it might be, stick around. I'm sure we got something for you. It's good to have y'all. Alright, so for the next few weeks I got a couple craft fairs that I'm going to be getting ready for, things like that. And fall's here, so let's just get on it. Basic white woman bait, pumpkin spice. People go crazy for it, is the reason, So what we're going to do today, I'm sure you guys have seen this a million times, but I'm going to dumb it down to where a monkey with a hammer can do it because I'm pretty close to that myself. Scrap fence picket. We're going to knock out some pumpkins here in a minute, a few other decorations. This is about 2.5, 3 feet long. I'll get with you in a second. So, picket's supposed to be 5.5 inches in width. Always important to measure them because 9 times out of 10 they're off by a little bit. This is actually true, believe it or not. Let's go for the big box stores. Doesn't matter how expensive the tools are in your shop or how cool of a carpenter or woodsmith, whatever you want to call yourself you might be. If your stuff's out of square, people will call you on it and you will feel like an idiot. I cannot stress how important the most important part or important tool in your shop is a good square. It doesn't have to be a high dollar square, it's just got to be a true square. I had to go buy 4 of these and I ended up throwing 3 of them away because I only had 1 that was legit. So, before that comes into play, we know that our board is 5.5 inches in width. So, we're wanting to make these squares. So we're going to come to 5.5. Right off the rip after that, it's 11. You all should be breaking out your fingers and toes right about now. 16.5. See where I'm going with this? 22. All right. Good square. Use that straight edge. Line that up. something like this. 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines by the time you're done. Alright. Alright, fair warning, I don't know how to edit out sound yet. I might figure it out by the time the YouTube video drops, but you might want to turn your volume down because you're going to blow out your eardrums, alright? Sorry about that. Alright, just save y'all what brain cells y'all got left in your eardrums. I went ahead and batched out the rest of the picket. It should give me enough. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in total of these sets. Give me a second here and I'll rearrange the camera and all that stuff, and I'll show you what our next move is, and we'll get you going. Alright, so we didn't factor in the kerf of our blade, which we're not too far off. Good thing these are primitive, so it's not that big of a deal. Chill out, boy. So what we need to do is the 5 and a half side. You need to split that right down the middle. It's going to put you at 2 and 3/4. Yeah. Put a line there. Break up the straight edge of your square. I know that sounds stupid. The width of this is 3/4 of an inch.
You can use mine.
This notch right here, we're going to take this over to the jigsaw. We're going to cut that out. I'll come back to you here in a second. Alright, so we got, notice we got a little bit of a uneven edge here. I like to clean that up with a chisel, so I'll come back as soon as I knock it out real quick. Come over here to the miter saw, switch it over to a 45-degree angle right here on the x-axis. Pretty sure it's the x-axis, x, y, z, yeah. Anyways, slide this thing over to where the number's on 45, half a sandwich, alright? What we're going to do is we're going to knock off the corners on all these, kind of soften them up. You'll see where I'm going with this in just a second, all right? Once again, air check. That's what you should come up with when you're done. Alright, so get a scrap dowel, 3/4 inch in diameter. I've used like tree branches. Honestly, I think the tree branches work better. Looks more realistic. And then you're going to come back over here to the old miter saw. Notice that line straight this time. We got it set back at 0. So layman's terms, the way I learned, we're working with a full sandwich now. We're not doing a half cut stuff. I'm not going to cut this in an 1.5 inch segment and show you. But the reason I'm actually filming this segment, if you noticed last time, I was getting these right here out of this little divot back here. If you're not used to working on power tools or anything, and I've made this mistake, make sure that anytime the blade's not whirling, because it is a spinning blade of death, you get these little chunks of like wood and debris out of there, because this bad boy will catch them and yeet them across the building at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. So don't make that mistake. Alright, so once you get your stems cut, just glue it on the top of the centerpiece. Self-explanatory, like this. I'm a big fan of this stuff called CA glue. You can get it at Lowe's, you can get it on Amazon, anything like that. Dab of this stuff, hit it with some activator, and I mean, it's together after that. It's like Catholic marriage. It ain't coming apart. After that, tongue and groove, man. Slide them together. You have pumpkins. Now, I believe they're 6 foot, 5 foot fence picket. Once you saw off the edge of the dog ear, we'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those pumpkins. You can also do these with bigger pieces of wood, 1x12s and stuff like that, but fence pickets are the most cost efficient. And these sell. I mean, they sell anywhere between $10 to $15, depending where you're at. Of course, they'll sell for less than that. You stain them, sand them, paint them, do whatever you want to them, church them up with some ribbon for the holidays. But these are something that people can buy at a show, and they won't feel guilty for spending money. There's a big stigmatism with woodworking and like stuff like that, that you've got to make these big monstrosities and just amazing pieces. And yeah, that's super cool if you got somewhere to put it and you got the time and funding to hold on to that until it sells. If you're running a like small mom and pop shop like I am, just a dude out in the shack having fun, you ain't got time for that. You ain't got room for that. I remember that I built these big, just ginormous tables, and I held on to them forever. One, because at the cost of materials I had in them, I couldn't just give them away. And I mean, we live in, you know what the economy's like. It's horrible right now. So I mean, if you can sell the smalls that sell, like Matthew Peach says, you'll make your money back, and you'll make more than what you would selling those bigger pieces. I would rather sell 10 to 15, $10, $20 items than $100 item. I understand that it's only going to beat that $100 item by a small margin, but one, you're going to get your name out there. People are going to know that they can come to you and get what you want. They're going to know that your work is quality. And 3, when someone asks one of those 10 to 15 people where they got that at, they're going to point them to your shop. They're going to give them your card. They're going to refer them to your Facebook page, your website, your YouTube channel. It's a win-win situation. It helps out in the marketing, helps out hitting the pocket. You get your money back for your wood. One fence picket is roughly $3. You're making way more than that. You're making a couple hundred times on your return. So think about that. If your guys just want to make these for the porch for your wife, girlfriend, significant other, I don't care, whatever. Alright, as you can see, it's dark outside right now, so let's chalk that up to YouTube fail, like 37,000 for the day. Give me a break, I'm new at this. I'm going to try to splice all this together so you can see the video. Maybe I can streamline it, cut some of the crazy noise out, stuff like that. I don't know, haven't done it before. Bear with me. If you're stuck around this long, you might have found something interesting, or you might have felt sorry for me. I promise that I'm not special up top, even though my mama does love me. She did tell me I'm special once or twice. If there's something you've seen you've liked in here, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Whatever they say, it just feels weird saying that. Thanks for sticking around for the video. It's pretty cool. I hope to make another video. Tell your friends. Other than that, I'm out. God bless.